Okay, so here's another video. Some parents have been asking a few questions about different things coming up in the next weeks, maybe months, if this goes longer into May. And there's a few questions I wanted to answer, specifically with science and social studies. Basically, the district does not want to overwhelm the kids with too much work in these kind of stressful times. And so we'll be giving, I could give you a lot of different resources. There's a lot out there to help you with science and social studies. But I understand that it can kind of be overwhelming. And so I am strictly sticking to IXL with the science and social studies. So I wanted to kind of show you that here. Science, you can click on science here, and I'll be giving some science assignments, but mostly I just want them to kind of work through this. I'll give some assignments, but it won't be anything too extensive. Here's all the third grade science skills that they can work on. Materials, identify what an object's property is, look at this example, a slide. What property matches this object? Yellow, scratchy, bouncy, so on and so forth. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what there is to offer on IXL for science, as well as social studies. Social studies is a personal favorite of mine. I really like it. And so this is something that they can also look through, as well as I'll be giving certain letters that I'd want them to work on. Geography, historical figures. I'll just go into here just to kind of give you an example. Let's go back to science to give you an example here in science. Identify properties matching the object. So if you get an answer wrong, what's cool about IXL is that it will tell you and start giving you information on why the answer is wrong, which property matches this object. Is it a log? Is it blue or is it scratchy? I'm going to get this answer wrong. I'm going to say it's blue. And we look here, the explanation, which property matches this object, and we go down here, an object has different properties. A property of an object can tell you how it feels, looks, tastes, or smells. Properties can also tell you how an object will behave when something happens to it. This is not blue. A scratchy object is rough and itchy against your skin. A log is scratchy. So this goes along with everything on IXL. If you get an answer wrong, it'll teach you how. The kids can learn to be more independent in teaching themselves different concepts, but it might be good to go through this with them to kind of help them understand those concepts through that IXL help. Let's go to the third grade social studies just to show you an example here. I've actually never done this one before, so let's see what it provides. Let's Benjamin Franklin. So when was Benjamin Franklin born? This is a good chance that they could Google it or research it. Or we can give it a guess and get it wrong, maybe, and see what explanation it gets. All right. Apparently it wasn't 1856. The correct answer was 1706. He was born in 1706. It says Benjamin Franklin helped write the Declaration of Independence in 1776, so he must have been born before then. The choice is 1656 is too early. He would have been over 100 years old in 1776, so the correct choice is 1706. But this is a really good opportunity to maybe even stop and start researching Benjamin Franklin and see who he is, read about him. And you can go through Google to kind of research Benjamin Franklin. And what I would suggest to do is typing in something like Benjamin Franklin for kids. So let's do that real quick. For kids, information. I'll take you to timeforkids.com. This is a good website, but specifically it'll have information on a kid's level that they can read. There's a lot of information out there whenever you start Googling. So whenever you start Googling things on the science and social studies, make sure it's specifically for kids, information for kids. But that's that. I hope that helped explain IXL for science and social studies and what you'll be expecting.